Boxing is hard. It's a sport that requires dedication and resiliency. In today's video, we're going to be diving into some of the characteristics that complement boxing seamlessly. If you're not ready to embrace these traits, maybe boxing isn't for you. Now, I want to elaborate. I'm not talking about boxing as a side hobby and a fitness venture. I'm talking about those who want to compete in boxing. They want to take it seriously. It isn't just get in the ring and slug it out. As many of you know, the things that take place before the boxing match is what wins that match. So, to start, mental toughness. It's no surprise that an individual has to be tough to box. Any true combat sport athlete shares this ability. However, successful athletes possess a form of mental fortitude that remains unwavering in the face of challenge. Mental toughness equates to discipline. The ability to preserve, not because you want to, but because you have to, because you want to chase that win. It's about making the choices to propel towards your dreams, even when it's uncomfortable. It's not just about enduring the grueling workouts. It's about making the choice to have the chicken and rice versus the pizza and beer. Because you know that the chicken and rice is going to push you further towards your dreams and push you further towards pursuing that goal of yours that you have. So having that discipline to choose the healthy foods in the face of other options, setting the 6 a.m. alarm and saying in the morning I'm going for a 3-mile run, and then when the 6 a.m. hits and that alarm clock's ringing, you're up, you're out the door, and you're hitting that run. Mental toughness is about embracing discomfort and conquering it, unlocking new levels and growing in ways that you didn't think possible. Remember, the moment you start to cut corners, that's it. You become complacent, and it stacks and it stacks and it stacks, and you decide, oh, I'm only going to run 2 miles today, or I'm going to skip it today because I had a hard workout yesterday. Next thing you know, you're just like everybody else. The moment you do that is the moment you start working against your own mental toughness. If you become complacent, then that's it. You're done. Being uncomfortable and achieving is far superior than being comfortable and stagnant. A great book that dives into that a lot deeper is The Fighter's Mind. It's by Sam Sheridan, I hope I pronounced that right, and it really talks about these elite combat athletes and what goes through their mind and what pushes them to go further. In the Marines, we used to have a saying, embrace the suck. Take it on, conquer it, grow stronger mentally by implementing that discipline and doing the things that you really didn't want to do. And for me, I hate the cold. I've always hated the cold. It irritates me. And I get very uncomfortable very quick in the cold. But I was putting myself and my body through new stresses that I haven't before, and I was pushing it a lot further, faster than what I've done before. So I needed another form of recovery. I needed to focus on my recovery more on those off days. That was ice baths for me. Ice baths would allow me to recover faster and get me back into training sooner. So I had to take that on, and I hated it. I bitched, I complained, but I did it. Right before I record this video, it's my recovery day. I'm in the ice bath, and I still complain about it, but I still do it. And each time I do it, it's getting a little bit easier. Transitioning to our next point, the ability to endure hard work. Hard work always pays off, even if the results aren't immediate. Consistent effort will propel you forward. Excuses and a lack of effort, it's going to reflect. It's going to reflect every day when you go into the gym. If you and your training partner go to the gym same time every day, one of you puts in 60% effort and the other one puts in 100% effort, who do you think is going to show better progress? You know, it's not hard to figure that out. If you're just going to the gym and just half-assing everything, you're honestly wasting your own time. So when you go in, put your nose down, put in some good work, and that's the only way that you're going to get better. You have to continuously do that hard work. It's not an overnight thing. Next up, ability to endure tedious work. You want to know why your 6-punch combo sucks? It's because you're ignoring the individual elements of each part of that combo. Each individual punch has a certain technique to it, right? How many hours have you invested in each one? How many times have you thrown the jab over and over again, making sure that that little element is right, leading up to add that into your 1, 2, 3, your whatever your gym uses and however you do your own training. You can't ignore those, or else the whole thing is going to fall apart. It's only as strong as its weakest link. Elite boxers continuously refine their technique, ensuring that even the simplest moves are executed with precision. The principles apply beyond the ring. They go into your life too. They're the mundane task, working them over and over again and becoming proficient at them and excelling at them. It adds up, and it allows you to do the more flashy techniques and to do the more fun or even more damaging techniques. Moving forward, respect and humility, it's a non-negotiable in a boxing gym. If you walk into a boxing gym with arrogance, that's a surefire way to learn a hard lesson very quick. Show respect to those who've invested years honing their skills, practicing this trade. These guys can teach you a lot. Humility is not a weakness, it's a recognition of continuous improvement. You're not going to know everything. Not everybody does know everything, and boxing and combat sports are constantly changing, and they're constantly finding new and better ways to do things. You gotta be confident, but you gotta stay humble. There's a fine line there. And you gotta understand that confidence is something that will grow as you go further with boxing and as you put more time in and you become a better boxer. You move from a novice to somebody with a little bit more experience. It's gonna skyrocket your confidence. And that's a good thing. Don't let your ego get in the way. You gotta stay humble and you gotta continue to learn. If you're pushing off what other people are saying, especially your coach, you're already done. You lost the battle. Expertise in boxing takes a long time. If you assume it's going to be like a movie where the protagonist gets his ass kicked and then he goes into the gym and he works for a couple weeks or months and he comes out of the montage as a reborn badass, you're wrong. This takes years upon years upon years. That whole time you should be continuously growing and learning. Have enough confidence to know that you can hold your own. The only way you're going to get that confidence by hard and tedious work. These characteristics aren't exclusive to boxing. They're shared among elite athletes, entrepreneurs. If you can cultivate these traits and you can use them internally, your path forward will become a lot clearer. Boxing gyms aren't just a place for physical toughness. They have a lot of people with great mental fortitude and resilience. You can learn from them. You don't have to be born with these traits. You can learn this over time and you can start implementing them. You have to find something that makes you want to. For me, boxing gave me a drive that makes me want to do all the things I don't want to do just so I can get better. Even if it's just a little bit better, I'm going to do the big thing. I encourage you to do the same. If you commit to this journey, it will lead you to a better life, but you gotta be all in. Boxing is one of those things you can't half-ass. And if you're gonna half-ass anything, why do it at all? In a world that constantly feels soft, you can stand out if you embrace these qualities. If this video resonates with you, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And until next time, thanks for watching Punch Club.